Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Somers Town Board regular meeting starting here at 7:08, Thursday, September 12th, 2024. Before we start tonight's meeting, can everybody please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. Patty, can you please start with roll call?
Councilman William G. Faulkner.
Here.
Councilman Richard G. Clinton.
Here.
Councilman Anthony J. Sirico. Councilman Thomas A. Garrity Jr.
Here.
Supervisor Rob Scarano.
Here.
I'm sorry, I just realized.
For the record, my name is
We don't.
my name is Robert Scarano.
You did. You're good. You're good.
You did. Yes. All righty, we're going to start with our public hearings. Patty, can I have publishing and postings?
Yes, so for the number one, it was published in the Somers Record on August 29th and posted on the town clerk's bulletin board.
All right, great. Make the motion to open the public hearings for number one.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So moved. This is the proposed local law to amend chapter 98 entitled Fire Prevention to add 98-8 horn strobes for commercial buildings of the code of the town of Somers requiring commercial buildings to install horn strobes on buildings. Anybody here for comment on that? Nope.
Why don't we just assume the four you were not here to speak about any of the public comments, I
Okay.
assume.
All right, so I'll make the motion now to close out number one.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So moved. Let me make the motion to adopt the local law.
Second.
All
Second.
in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So moved. Okay, let me open up number two. Make the motion to open up number two.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So moved. This is proposed local law to amend chapter 98 entitled Fire Prevention to add 98-9. Lettering of commercial buildings of the code of the town of Somers requiring all multi-buildings to have 911 addresses at the street and the lettering A, B, et cetera on the buildings. Anybody here for comment? No comments out here tonight. I'll make the motion to close number two.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So moved. And I'll make the motion to adopt the local law. Can I get a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So moved. Okay, and make a motion to open up number three.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So moved. And then this is proposed local law to amend chapter 158 entitled Vehicles and Traffic. 158-6 parking prohibited in designated locations, the code of the town of Somers to add the following. S, parking is prohibited at all times in the vicinity of 10 and 11 Dogwood Road. Anybody here for comment on that? No comments. I'll make the motion to close out number three.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So moved.
Question, Rob, on that?
Yes, buddy.
For Roland, really, when this becomes law, is that sufficient to say vicinity of? Or do we have to be more specific on that? When we're talking about no parking in this area? Yeah, oh, I know yeah, it's a good reason for it, but,
Yeah, are there footage
do we have to
with?
specify that?
Where are you,
Number three,
number
public
three.
hearing.
Not allowed to park at 10 and 11 Dogwood Road.
Oh.
Which is a good idea to
Within
not have
50
parking
feet?
there, but,
yeah, you have to have the footage. I didn't
Okay.
prepare that one, did I? That one you did?
No.
no, it's just a
I think,
curiosity.
yeah, have the note.
Yeah, the vicinity isn't going to
So I'll have Steve and Nick give me some.
Parameters.
cite, yeah, distance,
There's no standardized thing for something like this, state of New York?
not that I know
Oh, okay.
of. So you can adjourn that one.
Gonna adjourn until we get it? Okay, so we'll adjourn that one to next week then.
Good, sorry.
Thank you, sir.
I hadn't noticed that.
All right.
This week in New York City.
Anybody here for public comment? All right, I'll make the motion to open up public comment.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And no one's public comments, so I'll make the motion to close out public comment.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So moved.
Oh, we're moving.
We are.
Patty,
Oh.
department reports.
I have reports from, gonna do this from memory here. Building Inspector, Zoning Board of Appeals, I forgot Town Clerk. Plumbing, Bureau of Fire Prevention, Parks and Recreation, Planning and Engineering, Tax Receiver, Director of Finance. I also have to announce that DeChico's located at 266 Route 202 is planning to renew their liquor license. And thank you. Oh, wow. And
Super helpful.
there is a new liquor license application for Hudson Billiards LLC to be located at 80 Route 6 in space 403. Which
What
is
are the-
in the,
Do
The old
any of the
stuff.
references on that, Patty?
What-
I don't get references,
I mean,
that gets, I just have
By
to,
Stop and Shop or?
yeah, it's in that,
It's at the old, it's a little place next to Chili's. It used to be the one where you used to like, almost like a consignment shop where they used to.
Once Upon a
Wait,
Child.
Once upon a
Oh,
child,
yeah,
That plaza, okay, thank you.
Yep.
and that's gonna be
a billiards hall.
billiards. Oh, nice. All right. Anything else?
You
Th-
can,
that's all I have for
you
tonight.
can hold on to.
Thank you,
it.
Patty.
Okay.
All right.
Behind the eight ball with it.
What did I, it gets behind? Yes, it does.
That wasn't bad.
That was pretty good.
I didn't hear it.
It gets us behind the eight ball.
Can't put
That
that.
wasn't that
That's,
good.
that's, yes,
All right.
good one. Thank you. To the matters of the town board update. So if you are driving by the Elephant Hotel, you'll see that there is what looks like some drainage. It's not drainage. It's actually the new lighting is going in. We're putting in some new lighting going up in front of the Elephant Hotel, revamping our breaker boxes in that regard for the menorah, the Christmas tree, the lights in front of the building, the flag poles that are there, and as well as the elephant. We're putting some uplighting there. So
Is that
to
the
bring-
homestead at Christmas time and holiday, they will go on first try?
yes, that is the case.
Up and down 5?
So
Oh.
as we did last year, I had everybody keep singing
Uh,
until the lights came on,
Just make-
the holiday spirit, right?
I figured that's what.
Kind of like the movie Elf. So everybody had to sing to get the holiday spirit, and we finally got them on. But we had some on and off issues, so we're just updating the
I'm
lighting.
already looking
town.
forward to the holiday celebration this year.
Yes, me too. I'm hoping that it all works and it goes runs smoothly. Okay. And then brings us to number 2, Red Cross Safety Program presentation. Marty, how do you say your last name? Ken Geyser.
and guys,
Duty officer, DAT team member, American Red Cross. So Marty, if you'd like to come on up.
Okay to approach?
It is, yes.
Sir,
Approach the.
must be a lawyer.
Yeah.
but you're gonna need to speak into the microphone.
Give these out and then I will.
Now, Marty, this is that program that sounds too good to be true,
It is.
but it is true.
But it is true.
Thanks. So I have to get right on top of the microphone?
That's
Oh, you're good.
Yes.
So thank you for allowing me to come and talk to you. It's a pleasure to come and talk to you tonight. And I appreciate Jack's invitation. Jack's been a great ambassador for the program in Somers as well as in Heritage Hills. And in Heritage Hills, we've installed probably over the life of this program, 800 homes. And some of them turn over, so we go back sometimes and check those homes. But what the program is, and it's been in place for about 10 years, is we install, Red Cross installs at no charge to residents, free smoke alarms. We also have another up there on the front is what we call a bed shaker alarm. For those that have difficulty hearing, there's an alarm that goes next to their bed, and there's a device that goes under the mattress. And it's called a bed shaker alarm because it actually shakes the bed. So this alarm will
Have to
signal.
put a quarter in it each time or no?
You might, and hopefully you don't have to, but it might when it redoes, you may have to put a quarter or 2 if you want it to go for longer. But it shakes the bed and will awaken you. And so we'll put those in, we'll test it, we'll make sure the resident lays on their bed, and we'll test it. And it gets triggered by the alarm going off. There's
Marty,
another type.
Ever given rise to any jokes that, are a little bit off as some people?
The quarter joke was about the most off that I've heard, but it was well executed.
But the one that
It
you
was like we were.
left is probably about the worst.
It was like we were in sync on that one.
Jeez Louise.
Again, just
Uh,
mind.
It also,
Oh.
well, we won't go it any further, but we
Yes.
also put in strobe light alarms for people that also have hearing difficulties. They may not always be in their bed if there was an alarm that would go off. And that just is like an industrial strobe light. And the program has been in place about 10 years across the country. And in that 10 years, we've installed in over 1.3 million homes
Wow.
and installed about 3 million alarms. And the reason, 1 second, just to go into why we did this program. So we work with your fire department, we're the emergency services department, especially in Somers, whenever there's an incident, we work with the fire departments and anywhere in this county, in Rockland County and Greenwich is our responsibility for this chapter. But so we respond to fires and we deal with people who are probably having one of the worst days of their lives. They don't know what's happened with their family. They don't know where their belongings are, what's going on with my house, where am I going to stay tonight? And about 10 years ago, the Red Cross said, we help people in those situations and provide assistance. Maybe we should do something to try to prevent those situations, or maybe do something that will help people to be more aware of how to use their smoke alarms, how to make sure their smoke alarms are working. So we developed this program to put in free smoke alarms. And what's really nice about the program is Red Cross will go anywhere if we're called out in the middle of the night, as does the fire department, the police department. But it's really nice to interact with the community when it's calm and it's not a traumatic situation and they haven't had a difficult night. So it's a very nice way to interact with the community. And we've done it again in Heritage Hills, where we get to talk to people who are happy to see us. We're telling them about fire safety. We also, when we put in alarms, we sit with people and talk to them about fire safety and about what might be unsafe situations in their home, maybe with heaters, even to the point of we go into some people's homes and they have a dish towel hanging from the oven.
Oh, no.
May not be the best place to put a dish towel, since most fires do occur in the kitchen. But I think if I went home right now and looked in my kitchen, my dish towel would be hanging from the oven. So it's tough to break that habit, but really we mention that to people. We also mention about having what's called a go bag. So make sure you're prepared. And we try to tell them what should be in there, maybe have some cash, because we've worked with people and who are affected by fires, and often they've just run out of their house and they don't have their insurance information, they don't have phone numbers that they have to call, they may not even have their phone, and they might be in their pajamas, so they're worried about like what's going on with my family. And it's good to have that bag ready to go. You know, it might have copies of insurance information, credit cards, etc. So we're excited about it. You know, we've done a lot of homes in Somers, and we've done, like, as I said, a lot of homes in Heritage Hills, but we're happy to present the program at any event. If there's a, you know, a community event that we could go and set up a table and talk about the event and get people to sign up. Or if canvassing of going door to door often isn't that people don't answer their doors anymore. So we find if there's a community event, you know, we knock on the door and nobody's
Are
answering.
you coming a week from Saturday when we have a big event?
Celebrate Somers.
We could, you know,
All right, date.
yeah.
We have a tent, we have a table.
So we have you know, let me know what you'd like us to do. We have tables, we have tents,
Put up,
we have,
you put up a tent, there'll be a table, disseminate information. You'll have a lot of,
But
that'd be great.
right over here at the shopping center.
But Richard, do you have to talk to the
Yeah,
chamber?
talk to the Chamber of Commerce.
Yeah,
Right?
let us,
Says no to the Red Cross. for
if
God's
we're
sake.
permitted, it'd be,
Like saying we don't want a flag.
if we don't fill out the form properly, but we
Yes.
will be happy. That'd be great. We'll be happy to do that.
That would be
And
really good.
we have an online, they can sign up online, they can sign up with us right there. And then we'll call and make an appointment, and we don't just show up at their house and be ready to install alarms. And we'll put in as many as they need. Some people think, well, we'll just put 1 or 2. And where am I going to have those 1 or 2? We'll put in 10, whatever they need. There should be one. If you look at some of the laws in New York, some of them state that it requires that you have an alarm in or near every bedroom. And some of those laws have changed over time. So we'll update their home, we'll test the alarms that they have, and make sure they work, make sure they're in the right place. You know, we've seen all different situations. Some people are annoyed that the alarm keeps chirping. So they take it down and they might put it in the refrigerator or they might put it in water. So
Works.
they don't know what to do. So we also provide that kind of education, not to be fearful of the alarms. And sometimes when an alarm is chirping, if you have 4 in your house, you may not know which one, even if you're standing under it.
So how long when you come, someone's, now, you've done this for a number of years,
Yeah.
and Jack has been talking about this guy for all those. And Jack has been talking to
Thank you.
me for about those 10 years,
Uh-huh.
and I still haven't done it. So I'm guilty here because it sounds like it's too good to be true, Jack. But it is true. How long is the appointment for those who are watching or hear about?
So generally it takes 20 minutes to 30 minutes.
That's it.
We come in, we'll assess what alarms you have, we'll test them, we'll make a recommendation as to where we think they should be. And then with the resident's permission, we'll put them in.
These are not tied into the electrical system.
No, it's a standalone. One other good point about it's a good question. One other good point is it's a 10-year battery.
Right.
Oh,
That one.
So you don't have to change the battery.
oh, that's great.
It's great for 10 years. So a lot of people, especially the people that we see in Heritage Hills, it's an older population. They shouldn't be getting up on chairs or ladders and changing batteries. So they're very welcoming.
I'm definitely going to do it.
Yeah, and it takes, like I said, 20 minutes to a half hour. If it's a big home that has several floors and several rooms, it might take a little longer.
What's the lead time right now for you to come to my house or Tom's house or what?
So
My house first.
you're first.
I had the idea.
So who lived, no, it's a couple weeks, you know, it was longer, but we've worked down our list
All right.
so that we can do it pretty rapidly.
That's great.
That is great.
And we'll make appointments, we'll show up and we try to do it. We often have, we have volunteers that go out and do the installations. So we have to kind of coordinate with them.
So my brother-in-law works for the Red Cross,
Oh.
fundraiser of some sort for them. And so the funds that everyone gives the Red Cross, is that what funds this? program?
Absolutely. So
Come from somewhere else.
your brother-in-law, the funding that he seeks and provides to Red Cross, it's all donor dollars. And I think we get some grants from FEMA. You know, we present them with what we're doing with regard to the program, but it's no corporate dollars. It's
No
all,
insurance dollars. I would think they'd be.
no,
Because they save money on by preventing fires.
absolutely. That's why when we go into homes, some of the homeowners or the renters say, well, I don't own this home. I'm just renting. Is that okay? Do I need to get
Ah.
permission from my landlord? Generally, the landlords are happy that we're putting these in.
Oh.
Now, the people who come to the homes, that they have documentation, right, that they're with the Red Cross, just kind of how people are letting someone into your home, they can make an appointment, but
No, it's absolutely true. And we kind of understand that that's necessary. So we have badges, we have Red Cross hats, but even then, somebody could make a badge and a hat and a
Mm.
shirt. So we get it that people are wary of letting anyone in their home. So we respect the fact that we have to be careful about approaching people's homes. And some people who have unsure documentation in the US are also uncertain about, well, what do you do with this information that you get? And all we ask for is, you know, name, address, telephone number, how many people live here, so we can report to Red Cross, you know, within the Red Cross, how many people have we helped? But that information doesn't go anywhere else.
Good.
But a lot of people are concerned.
Would you like to give us your personal cell phone number in case people around town?
Yeah, absolutely.
Someone comes, they can just call you. Say,
right here.
They do.
Yeah.
They do, because sometimes I call them to make appointments and they call me back. And I get that even people want to answer the phone
24/7. Marty's available.
24/7.
There you go.
And if not me, I think you probably have Jack's number.
Yeah.
So we're all available, happy to do it.
Can we, would you mind if we shared this on our own private, personal, social media?
No, absolutely. Yeah, sure.
Good public service announcement.
Yeah, and I think last year I did a PSA.
Yeah,
I did that with we're going to do that again for you guys to kind of get the word out there.
It was on
as
the
well.
website too,
It was on the website. I think it's still out there.
it could still be out there. So what I'll do is,
I've changed since. I got to, get a new one.
And I would connect you with our public affairs people as we deal with municipalities or cities. They like to get involved.
Is there a sort, I mean, yeah, if you could just send me,
Give you that
send me a certain script that they want me to follow instead of me going off the cuff and doing, make sure I just can hit all the hammer.
Perfect,
Everything
absolutely.
home. So, and then we'll put that on our website as well. And hopefully, we'll be able to get on channel 20 to let people know. A lot of people,
Yeah, and they can, film if we're installing. They can go if the resident or the homeowner gives us permission or gives you permission for us to go in and film that or take pictures. That's even another way
yeah, that'd be great.
My house is.
to get it publicized.
Great program.
Yeah.
Thanks, and it's all free, and there's really no
No catches.
gimmicks, no catches. They do have to listen to us, tell them about fire safety and fire prevention. And
You
I'll
do that with all in the,
There's a deal
you
breaker.
do that all in the 25 minutes that you're
in
there.
the 25 minutes while the installer's installing,
Yeah.
educators educating.
So 2 people come to the house.
2 people.
2 people come to the house.
Yeah. So that's also for the volunteers,
Of course.
safety too. We always want at least 2 people.
Sure.
Right.
So no one person will just show up.
Yeah.
And we also tell them when I'm phoning them to make an appointment, if they feel uncomfortable at all, don't let us in and call back and we'll make another appointment when they feel comfortable.
He's like the best speaker we've had here in town. All gain and no complaints. Give it away, costs no money,
Exactly.
saving lives.
No, there's no downside. We're saving lives. That's really what was the key
And that's,
that we want.
like you said, it's free for people who want to take part in this program. And it's awesome.
And we're always looking, I think you mentioned earlier about volunteers, about people to help us. If there's community leaders, or even if you wanted to go on an installation with us, that even makes it more significant and more meaningful for the homeowner.
Right.
Thank you.
I think it's
Thank you.
great.
Thanks, Jack.
Up there. Don't accept donation while you're visiting.
That's true, right? We don't accept any donation. So if people want to give and they don't have to, there's no requirement. We just direct them to the Red Cross website if they want to make a contribution. But we explain that that's not necessary and we don't accept cash or any contributions.
That's very nice.
Right.
Good point. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Marty, thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Thanks for inviting me.
Coming. All right, number 3. Do not block the box requests.
Mhm.
Patricia Calva, Town Clerk.
That's right out here, right?
Yeah.
So that,
You want,
I was just gonna say that makes total sense. Cause Patty brought it up and I couldn't be in more agreement. Leaving that open, there've been accidents there and things like that, but even more importantly, if they block it, you have that left-hand lane and it can block up there and make it dangerous as well, people taking a left. So there's no downside to it. I think it's a great idea, and very good for getting it on the agenda.
yeah, I agree. I mean, the other day about a couple weeks ago, we had an accident out there. Gentleman's car was, in the parking lot, broken down. He had to get a tow truck. And I can attest to just coming first thing in the morning, coming into work and trying to make that left-hand turn and everybody coming on the westbound lanes coming down. It's pretty difficult to make that turn. So thank you, Patty, for bringing this to the attention. And again, I'm all for this, and I think everybody here is as
Yep.
well.
Good idea.
It just,
And if I could add one thing to that, just as a little bit of a safe thing for the few people who are watching, but who might look at this later. When you are turning left into the parking lot, please be aware that there are 2 lanes, because you will often get the
Yeah.
inside lane person stop and wave you on, and then you make I was behind a car that got
Was in our.
smashed in there. I was right behind them because the person on the lane closest to the townhouse doesn't see that person waving. They're going,
they're not looking in the rearview
they
mirror.
turn. So if you're doing that, I appreciate the people saying wave you in, but always be aware that the 2 lanes, because we've had numerous accidents because of that.
Ooh.
My accident, it
Right.
was a big garbage truck. So I figure,
Yeah.
well, you're not supposed to figure.
Mm,
Yep.
Right. So, but I was behind at least one in all the times I've been here, and it was it was a bad one. It was a bad
But
one.
this should solve that. If everybody.
It should, no, it won't necessarily solve it,
State, I mean,
hell.
but it won't necessarily.
Yeah.
We have to
solve it.
petition the state to do it.
It won't solve it if there's traffic, because if there's still no traffic on the inside, you can still have that person coming up as opposed to
Oh.
the middle one. But it'll definitely alleviate it quite a bit, and it'll make it so there's not as much traffic coming this way, stopping to turn left in,
Yes.
so. But no,
Well,
it's
sounds all good.
a good idea, so. We have to go to the state, right? Because it's state.
Yeah, so we'll make the motion here to petition to formally request this New York State Department of Transportation for a do not block the box here on Route 202, the entrance to the Town Hall parking lot located at 335 Somers, New York. I get a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So move.
Would it just apply to southbound or be north and
Westbound.
or westbound,
Not the other
not the other side?
here, front of town.
Got it.
And Nick DeVito has offered to paint the box
Oh,
if the state approves it.
oh, that's all it is. Good.
Awesome.
Very good.
All right, number 4, adopt a road program for Forest Lane and Eastview Place to Lakeview Drive renewal agreement. This is already something in place. We've been getting a lot more renewals here for the new adopt a road program.
Good.
We all know about it, so I'll make the motion to for the Lakeview Drive renewal agreement.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So moved. Okay, number 5, we do have an add-on, Patty, for D, and that is the ACAP application, Somers Justice Court Appeals, authorization to apply for a Justice Court Assistance Program grant up to and including the amount of 30,000. And that is D, so I read that in there. So A is renewal extension of B&J Plumbing and Heating for the right to reserve to extend a contract for up to an additional 2 years with no more than 2% increase per year. And that is data from Patricia Calba, Town Clerk, that's on September 5th. B, the renewable extension of the North County electrical contract, allowing the town to reserve the right to extend the contract up to an additional 2 years with no more than 2% increase per year. And that is also, and that was September 5th, 2024 from Patricia Calba, Town Clerk. And then C, renewal extension of Suco HVAC contract, allowing the town to reserve the right to extend the contract up to an additional 2 years, no more than 2% increase. September 5th, 2024 from Patricia Calba. So I'd like to make the motion.
Oh, well, hold on, but so just so people understand, and so I make sure I understand correctly, we're renewing possibly contracts for the emergency service. These are the guys that we sort of have on
Correct.
emergency. If the library has an issue or the townhouse has an issue, these are.
These are service
With
contracts.
these 3 particular companies for the different areas,
Correct.
so people know what we're doing.
As needed.
Right, as needed.
So you don't need them, we don't expend any money.
Right.
So I'd like to make the
Can
motion.
I ask
Go ahead.
another question?
Go ahead.
I'm assuming all 3 of these have been responsive when we have issues and
Yeah.
They've all been great.
they're all been great?
Been great.
And I just brought it to the attention that they needed to be renewed this month, and so
All right.
I
Yeah.
got the pleasure of writing them out.
Yes.
Just wanted to make sure that, if
So
we had issues with any of them, now would be
Town has
time.
been great. I mean, with everything, we've had an issue. B&J was right on the spot a couple weeks ago. They came in. North County Electric, as you know, they're all of our electrical work in that regard. And then, of course, Suco HVAC has been dealing.
I assume so, but just wanted to make sure. 3.
The last few years with them.
Good.
So I'll make the motion to approve A, B, C, and D.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So moved.
Aye.
Parks and Rec, there's no additional business. Financial, there's no additional business. Highway, nothing there. Personnel, we do have current vacancies, Affordable Housing Board, Planning Board. If you're interested in those positions, please contact my office. And we can set up a time to meet. Also, consensus agenda here and H. Motion to approve as presented.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So move. Okay. And that takes us to our calendar. Coming events coming up here, town board matters, October 3rd and 10th, 7 PM, both of those meetings, town board work session and town board regular meeting. We do have our department budget hearings. That is on October 23rd and 24th. The times will be from 9 to 2:30 on both those days. And November 7th and November 14th, work session and regular board meeting, both at 7 PM.
Can't believe we're already talking November.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I know.
Thanksgiving.
Some announcements that we have here. The Somers Energy Environment Committee is looking for new members. So if you would like to be on that committee, please reach out to Denise Shermer at somersny.com. It's dshermer@somersny.com. And the committee meets monthly, second Tuesday at 7 p.m. 2024 Farmers Market, and that's in North Salem. That is September 14th, and that's 9 to 2. Hudson Valley office of U.S. Senator Christian Gillibrand and the offices of U.S. Congressman Lawler and Bowman will be holding a Service Academy Information Night. And that is Wednesday, September 18th, and that's at 6 p.m. Westchester Community College. Celebrate Somers. We did mention that a little bit in the meeting today. That is on Saturday, September 21st, and that is in 10 to 3 at the Somers Town Center. And there's plenty of activities for everyone. Somers Women's Club Annual Autumn Sale, and that is Sunday, September 22nd. And that is 9 to 4 at Reese Park. Somers Senior Program, a casino bus trip, Thursday, September 26th, and that bus will depart from Van Tassel House at 8 a.m. and returns at 7 p.m., $50 per person. For more information, call 914-232-0807. Westchester Diverse Abilities Job Fair, Wednesday, October 9th, and that's from 10 to 12:30, Westchester County Center. Westchester County Mobile Shredder is coming back to Somers Tuesday, October 22nd, and that is 10 to 1. And thank you for all those who donated blood during our September 3rd, 2024 blood drive. We collected 31 life-saving donations. It's very much of a big help. So thank you everybody for coming that day. Early voting in New York State will begin prior to the November 5th general election. The early voting period will be from Saturday, October 26th through Sunday, November 3rd. And there are a bunch of phone scams that are targeting our seniors. If you need help, you can notify the county's Department of Consumer Protection Rights, and that's at 914-995-2155. Patty.
Dramatic.
Yeah, very.
That's
Jeez.
Patty.
On this day in 1981, the Smurfs aired for the first time.
Historic.
And
Great.
something more fitting for the week we've had. When you've got a song when you have a song stuck in your head, that's called an earwig. Also, our Somers Tuskers won their week 0 game. It looked like it was going to be a blowout, and second quarter happened.
Got excited.
Second half.
Second half happened.
Half.
Yep.
Wasn't.
But we get to play Yorktown at home for week 1 official start tomorrow at 6:30.
And it's youth night.
It's youth night. Yeah.
Yeah.
So all of the girls and boys
Fun
football
them all.
programs will be, and cheer will be running onto the field at halftime.
We'll have about 800 kids running on the field.
It's gonna be crowded, so get there
Happens
early.
at halftime. Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
And it's fun. Go watch it.
Bill, anything?
Yeah, so Celebrate Somers next Saturday, a week from this Saturday. I'm sure most of the town's gonna be there, but stop by the Lions tent if you're hungry, free hot dogs for anybody.
Rich?
Really?
Anybody.
Well, the New York Marathon is next month or November. And this is the day in 490 BC when the Battle of Marathon occurred, and the marathon was supposedly the soldier who ran the 25 miles to say that there'd been an attack and then passed away. Don't know if that's true or not, but that's was on this day.
You weren't there.
Well, I was out of town.
You were
I was doing
taking a chariot for
I
a
was checking in
chariot watch.
a new housing development up in Baldwin that day.
I don't have anything. Just
Nope.
looking forward to the game tomorrow. Team looked good last week for like
Hmm.
Patty said, for the first half, and
They
No.
Got their kids.
we know Anthony will work it out, and the other coaches.
Refocus.
and refocus. Well, then I'll make the motion to adjourn tonight's meeting.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Let's go Somers.